I did what?
And we're back. It finally worked. We're good.
We gotta use dynamite.
We're good. Try your rolls real quick.
I saw the map for like.
What? Just roll something?
Yeah,
Okay.
just roll something.
Oh, the fucking dice module is back, and I rolled a nat 1.
Are you loaded in now too? Adam?
Oh fuck.
Yeah, it said I don't have a token in this area, so I can't see the map.
You do.
Just take it out and put it back in.
We're all color coded. It's weird.
Give me a sec. Why did this?
It's so organized.
Can I change that? Let's.
Honestly, I don't know how I feel about this.
Color coded what? You can change it in the menu.
Yeah.
I think it's
Which is
fine.
what I'm doing. Okay, here we go. Save configuration. Let's see what it does.
It's a Deep Flames chat cards. In
Okay,
the
changed it there.
in the modules.
Okay, there it changed it. Interesting.
All right, welcome back, people. I color coded it for mine. Mine looks like if you're watching the stream, it looks like it just shows the top border where your name and the player name, character and player name are. Those are the colored ones. Because I just wanted to, so when I scroll up to find the previous roles, it's easy to recognize who's who.
Okay.
Right.
You can set it to where
That's fair.
you only see the GM roles have a different color, or yeah. So just look at the module settings and find the Deep Flames card. Excuse me.
Can you delete Adam's other token? Because he has 2 tokens. Thank you.
Does it
Oh,
work
I
now?
do. Okay. Also,
Not anymore.
it's all black and white for me.
Dark vision, BB.
Well, I have dark vision.
I
don't
know,
my
but
character
that's
does.
why you're seeing black
Yeah,
and
it's
white.
dim
but
light,
it's
still
kinda weird
black
'cause
and
it's
white.
not.
Like actual dark
Oh,
vision
well, I'm
is.
supposed to have thermal, so it's like blue and stuff.
Oh, there's
Well,
no
okay.
there's no filter for that. So unless you make a
That's
module
fair,
for that. All right, who wants to do a recap?
Yeah,
Who remembers what happened last time?
All right,
Nope.
last time, the fucking the gang disappeared, and we went to go investigate. And upon investigating, everybody was dead. And eventually, we came across an incinerator with a trap door to the bottom. After getting through the incinerator, we ended up in like an underground kind of paracausal loop where we just kept looping through the same tunnel over and over again until eventually we ended up breaking reality and ending up in one of the entity's facilities. And upon snooping around, we came into this room with this guy from the gang who managed to survive or something. I don't really know why he's down here. But he seems to but he seems to know a lot more than he probably should. And at the very end of the session, we were going to go into this machine to take over the lives of some of the people who had been abducted in hopes of, I guess, getting clues on the stalker or the mysterious Martian organization that we're supposed to have a meeting with. But that was basically it.
So to correct a few things from my memory at least, and from watching previous stream, you guys after at least the meeting you guys had the previous day, or this that same night, where the rest of the quote-unquote lords of Dogtowns here in Mars Dome all got assassinated. You guys decided to go to the junkyard per the selfie that was taken, or at least a photo that was taken of the junkyard of Orvin, seemingly empty, but all the way in the back of the photo, a pile of bodies were seen. As you went to investigate, same that you described. You guys found the incinerator entrance to this old access tunnel for the dome. And upon further exploring, it seems to be like you guys were going in a circle. Realized that you also noticed a few things that were odd, repeating themselves, and upon further inspection, that's when you, quote unquote, in your experience at least, broke reality. And upon exploring this facility that you guys were either transported to or walked into, found Orvin alive and well, and revealing the fact that he was the one who took out his own family for some reason that he shared, because he said he couldn't trust anyone. And an offer was made for you guys to work with him to take down the stalker in the dome. A resolution was found that you guys will work for him, or with him at least. And he explained that this temporal diving device, he managed to figure out how it works to a certain extent, and offered if you guys wanted to dive in, if you wanted to go back into your own selves or use other people. So I think
we can go back into ourselves.
Yeah, that's why Bovo wanted to go in.
No, I
Not
didn't
Bovo,
want to go
Baroka.
in.
Baroka wanted to go in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, up to you guys. Since Baroka's not here, he will decide to, or at least his player, he will decide that he's a little bit squeamish and back out of it. What do you guys want to do now?
Now, shit. Well, if we can go back into ourselves, it would be kind of nice. I highly doubt going back into random people would do literally anything for us.
Well, it's up to you what you want to do.
We could just say fuck this device and explore whatever the rest of the facility is, unless you've done that already. And he looks over to the guy in the force field.
What do you say, Tim?
Oh, I was just saying, unless you've already explored the rest of the facility, and then I just looked over at him.
There's nothing else here but this.
Well, there you have it. We have one option.
Yeah, you guys went through everywhere
essentially.
here last session.
Well, I mean, there's still that.
Yeah, that's somebody went there before. That's just a power console.
Oh.
Hello?
Yeah, hello.
So,
You're back?
I couldn't hear you guys, so I just logged off and logged back in.
Oh, okay. So, what do you want to do?
well, I guess we could go explore me first, since everybody seems to be scared of using the machine. And I've already been a test dummy for this thing once, so wouldn't hurt to do it again. So, which one of you two wants to be the operator?
Not it.
I guess I'll get to control you a little bit.
Yeah, 'cause I'm just gonna fuck it up somehow.
Fun. Alright, where do I sit?
You have to go over here. Take out the bodies that are already there. Use it yourself.
I'll just shove it off the thing haphazardly.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You have to respect the dead, my friend. It will come back to haunt you in the future.
Ooh, superstitious. Fine.
It's happened to me before. Why I don't have my original arms anymore.
Then whoever put those people 6 feet under in the first place didn't do a good enough job. Clearly.
Well, karma is a real thing. And usually it's a higher price when you disrespect the dead. Yeah, these ones are dead, the ones over here. Compared to the ones in the previous room.
Alright.
I can control you if you
Halfway.
want. If all of you want to go in.
Well,
No, I'm good with
Mhm.
controlling Verdan here.
well, there you have it. I finish taking the guy off of the chair. And I
There are
sit in it.
3 places to lay down.
Yeah, fuck
We
it.
still
I'll go
got-
in. Why not?
We still gotta test this system out, though. I'm assuming it's still a little different than the last one we tinkered with.
Baroque is gonna walk over. And just kind of wait over here. So, what do you guys want to do?
Well, I'm jacking in. Bovo is gonna control me, I'm assuming, and I think Adam wants to go in too. So that's what we're doing. I'm pretty sure, unless you guys want to correct me.
You're right.
Well, there you have it.
Alright, whoever is controlling, come over here. Sit on this chair. He moves. Do you go?
You go here,
Oh,
Bovo.
Oh, the chair up top?
Yep, this one.
Yeah.
Alright. He's gonna give you like a smile and alright, sit down, I'll strap you in.
Okay.
He no weapons you might or anything, well, for all of your, well, you look like you're wearing armor, my friend. It's gonna tickle a little bit. I mean, at least for me when I tried using it, but there might be a risk of you getting electrocuted, so
That would make it very different than the last one.
yeah, the more metal you might have, the probably worse.
Well, the last one wasn't bad at all.
This one's a little different. And he kind of taps a few buttons, and you start seeing these kind of coils start to wind, and a few arcs of electricity kind of snap off of it and arc off of it. Your funeral, my friend, if you want to stay like that.
I'll be alright.
Alright. He's going to strap your hands and put the kind of like a helmet on your head. And he's going to tell you to lower your head a little bit as you see him pull from the helmet two like wires at the end of them. There's a bunch of big, like really long big needles. You okay with needles?
Yeah.
Alright. Roll a constitution check.
Ability check or saving throw?
Yeah, check. As you lower your head, he sticks one right into where your neck and your spine meets, and it is one of the most uncomfortable things you've ever felt. Although a few seconds later you feel a little numb there as he starts to from where your I think it's called the nape, where your skull meets your spine. He starts to slowly insert the needle there. It is very uncomfortable and painful at first, but you feel a surge of like the similar feeling you get when you get injected with something, and a few moments later it kind of gets numb and you feel a little woozy. You're still aware though of your surroundings, and he starts to tap a few selections on the screen, and you see now in front of you there are who's going in again? Adam and
Verdan, yeah.
which one are you taking? The top one or the bottom?
I'll take the top one.
All right. As you do, there are about 3 panels in front of you, Bovo. One of them is grayed out, and the first 2 are accessible. There are 3 selections from each of them. You do see vital stats to Verdan and as well as Adam. The selections are a bunch of jumbled up numbers and letters. They seem to be like sort of like media files in a way, where you can kind of open them. And Orvin kind of calls out to you. All right, select which one you want to go to. For both of them, preferably. Most of them match, and as soon as he says that, you do notice that only one entry doesn't match for both of them, but 2 others match.
Okay. So we picked a paired grouping from each.
Unless you want to take a look at the different times in their lives individually, or unless you want to, if it's paired, it might be the same, at least point in time.
And that depends on if that in that point in time were they together or separate.
Usually, as I found out, if it's the same, with the numbers and the letters all matching together, it should be at the same exact moment, at the same place.
And then we'll start with Verdan. Is there any semblance in the numbers and letters that give a clue as to date or time?
They're all kind of like randomized, but the only thing that gives you any sort of indication of there's no indication of time or date, although that's the only thing that's matching. 2 entries from each of them are exactly the same numbers and letters. It's like when you save a image file, there's a bunch of numbers and letters on the URL. They both have the same. It's like a saved image media file.
Right. So you usually have either location or date and time.
There's nothing on this one.
Integrated into those.
It's literally just a file name, so you don't see any access to dates or anything for now. Unless you want to do something.
I always want to look through the instead of just the face, like the face value code, but like look at the properties of the file.
All right, are you asking him, or you want to do it?
I want to see if I can do it.
All right. On your where the armchair is, there are a bunch of controls. There's one that's a mouse ball. Yeah. Yeah, if you want to do so, roll a computer use.
Do I get the +1 from my assistant?
Well, are you using the tablet?
Your arms are currently strapped into the device, so unless you ask him to use it for you, probably
Or just,
not.
just
Just
basically
a
all it would take would be plugging the tablet in.
I mean, if you want to, you can ask him.
Yeah. Because I want to document this anyway.
He kind of okay. No, don't see the point in this, but I will plug it in. He does.
Okay.
Yeah, roll with a +1.
Computer.
+1.
18. I mean, you do move the mouse. You can view these files. As you do, as you hover over them, they show like a little thumbnail over the cursor. One of them is at least the first two that match. It is, you're looking at a ceiling. It looks familiar. Looks to be the apartment ceiling. From where you guys almost got your asses handed to. The second one.
The bed and breakfast or the apartment?
No, the apartment. Where
Okay.
where the couple of ironwalkers went crazy.
Oh, okay. The collectors. Gotcha.
Yeah. The other one is right at the bar, the very beginning of the campaign. And the one of them seems to be a red soil. On the view in the distance, bunch of hills, seen through a see-through kind of protective wall. Seems to be kind of like a greenhouse.
Is this on Adam's memory?
The other one is what looks to be like a very bland looking office space. There's a desk and like a very blurred vision of a woman that's about to sit down on a chair across from this desk that Verdan is seemingly sitting in. It's like the thumbnail that was grabbed was from that moment when the girl or like this female figure was about to sit down, so it's like blurred out a little bit.
Well, for curiosity's sake, let's check out Verdan's with that last instance, because that might be proved to have interesting information.
All right. And he, all right. You over there? It's gonna tinge a little bit. You might lose consciousness. And he, from the console he's at, there's a, what do you call those things? They're not levers, but ones where you slide up and down, sliders. He slides up a slider all the way full, and then you see a level, a light go up. On your screen, are you gonna select it? Essentially, there's a prompt where it says dive Y/N.
Right. Okay, so select the Y.
As you do, Verdan, you feel a jolt of energy go in and kind of sinks into your gut as you start to lose consciousness. Verdan, you do come to. What you see Bovo in the file that's playing. There are controls. It kind of like looks like one of those point-click adventure games where you can choose to look this way or that way. Verdan, they're sitting in front of you as the whatever is access plays. Seems to be from an old memory. Roll a history check.
Okay.
For you.
Okay.
11. From what you can tell, this place looks to be like an interview room or some sort.
Oh, way far back.
Bovo, there are options to cycle forward or backwards.
Okay.
What do you do?
So basically just I'll set it to play at normal speed.
Okay. Give me a sec. Is this the right one? All right. As you set it to play normal, Verdan, you kind of adjust to the surroundings. You kind of feel like in a way where it's deja vu. Sort of feels like you've been here before, but not really. As you do, the sound of a pen taps on the table. You there? Hey, kid, look up. Eyes on me.
What? Sorry.
Lost you there for a bit. Anything wrong?
Just nah, just interview jitters. Jitters? What the fuck?
That's fine. Well, let's proceed. The most basic question first. Why Edison? Bovo, at this point, there is a prompt that pops up, about 3. One of them is to look at your notes. The other one is kind of like highlighted on her outfit. There is a name badge. It kind of highlights, but it's a little blurred for now. And the other one is answer honestly. What do you pick?
Oh, this should be entertaining.
God damn it.
Answer honestly.
All right, Verdan, something compels you to answer honestly.
I mean, why not, Edison? I mean, the competitor seeks to just do things simply for the benefit of mankind, but we all know that's a load of shit. I prefer honesty, so to speak.
And
Edison just seems like a more straightforward company.
And is there no other particular reasons why Edison, monetary value in the contract, or your I mean, if you're hired eventually, is the money a part of it as well? Since we're being honest here, or are you more of the philanthropic person where you guys want to get things done for the benefit of all mankind, regardless of the money?
Well, let's be honest here. Nobody wants to work for free nowadays. I would like to be able to, survive. But, hoping people wouldn't be so bad every now and then.
There's a prompt that pops up, Bovo. Same thing with the badge. and the notes, but a new prompt goes in where embellish story.
Let's focus on. Let's look at notes.
All right. Verdan, you're kind of reminded. You might have written something down on your notes. Do you check it?
Sure, I'll glance down at my notes real quick.
All right. As you do, your resume is there. Bovo, make a perception check.
Oh,
Jesus
bet.
Christ.
The new dice seem to like me.
Verdan. That's why I asked you something beforehand. Verdan, as you look down to your resume, what does Bovo see?
What does Bovo see on my resume?
Yeah.
Yeah, this should be entertaining.
Fuck. I was not ready to answer that question, to be honest.
That's why I gave you a prompt where if you want to look down or not. You chose to look down, so here we are.
God damn it. I was going with the flow. He wanted to look at the notes.
Yeah, because to me, it's also information. Well, this is an information fact-finding mission, so the whole reason for going back like this.
Alright. The only notable thing on the resume is that I was formally trained by some kind of cybersecurity agency back on Earth through remote teaching. But nothing else is really of note.
What would have been your past employments?
Past employments?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing.
First job.
Is there a date on the resume?
Date
Is there
would
a date on the
be.
resume?
Give me a sec. What year did you get your census? It's 2319. This would have been. This would have been probably at least 3 to 4 years ago.
Okay. That would make
If
Verdan
that's what you
roughly
want.
how old, from what I know?
Well, let's see. Well, how long would you have been
Well,
with
it
Edison
was-
by now?
it-
Up to you. That would be the date.
Wait.
How
I
lo-
keep forgetting what the other company's name is. It's Edison, and then what is the other one?
Essentially, the modern day Tesla. Nikolai Tesla was the owner guy. Nicogen.
Yeah, I keep. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
Nicogen.
Edison and Nicogen.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I started working for Nicogen recently. Before then, it's been all Edison. So if it was 4 years ago, then I've been with them for 4 years.
Yep. So 2315.
Okay. So the lack of work history makes sense, although having the advanced training at that age is interesting.
Yeah, you would have been. What else do you want to look for in his resume?
Well, but I'm thinking about what his, because he obviously wouldn't be looking at his cover sheet. He'd be looking at his details.
Mm-hmm.
The obviously training, like he said,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why I asked about past work history.
Okay.
Basically, he doesn't have a whole lot there. What work experience does he have for this besides the advanced training?
Yeah.
Besides training,
What would you have?
I mean, basically, just a few freelance white hat jobs for some like smaller companies.
Internships, probably. Something like that.
Yeah. So internships and freelance jobs from other smaller companies. This would essentially be my first try at getting into one of the megacorps. Really.
Right.
At this point, a tap on the pen comes up again. Got any info there that might help us convince to hire you? What was your name again? And she takes out a copy of her copy of the resume. She looks at it and she waits for you. Bovo, a prompt comes up. Still her name tag. The other one is look up at the ceiling. And the other one is give her my name.
Yes, because I've been curious. Give her your name.
You're gonna pick that one? Verdan.
Yeah.
Roll a Bovo, roll a Actually, Verdan, roll a wisdom check.
Wisdom.
Actually,
check.
this would be more charisma.
Oh,
Your will.
Wait, hold on. Let me check my Let me check something real quick. I gotta check a feature. Where is it?
Checking a feature.
This. Okay. Oh fuck. Okay. What was it? A charisma check?
Yeah, charisma check.
If it's willpower, wouldn't that be wisdom? Not charisma? Because it's
Let me double check.
It's a mental thing.
Charisma 5e or wisdom, whether or not which one is ability to interact and if blah 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 eloquence. Yeah, actually it would be wisdom. Wisdom would be your will.
Think saved me. I was about to have to roll at disadvantage. Oh, but not like it fucking matters. You know what? I'm gonna use determined on that. And it wasn't typing in the box. God damn it.
13.
Okay.
Roll an opposing. This would be.
These new dice do not like me.
Yeah, this would be just an opposing wisdom check too. Bovo.
For me?
Yeah.
Okay, you said just the attribute check, not save.
Yeah, just the attribute. Oh, it was
Thank
almost
God.
an 18.
I got scared.
I know, I saw that. I saw the thing rolling and tip over to 6. Yeah, Verdan, what do? Do you tell her name or your name?
Let's go with something a little more interesting. I'll say it, but as soon as I start to say it, the memory fuzzes out like it redacts itself.
Okay. Roll a persuasion. Roll a perception check, Bovo.
This is great.
Oh shit! Wasn't that 20? Okay. As you do, she kind of matches here. But like I said, you have anything to offer to convince us to hire you in this position you're looking for? I mean, a lot of people are trying to get into this job, and you're lucky enough that we're talking to you right now. But convince us more.
Where? Well, as you can see on the resume, besides my extensive knowledge in and out of technology and cybersecurity in general, I also know your, I did a little bit of research underfoot. I know you're running some, little programs underneath, and I would be willing to volunteer for those as well.
And where did you hear of these from? Bovo prompts come up. Same thing with a name tag. look at notes and answer truthfully.
Name tag.
Name tag. As you do, the first name is just a letter, so M. Dot last name is Sanderson.
Is that familiar to my eidetic memory at all?
Probably, yeah, no. Wouldn't be
Okay.
too familiar with it. M. Sanderson. And she kind of taps the pen again. I think you're deep in thought right now. So, I'll repeat again. Maybe give you a little bit more of a sense of urgency. Do you think you're good enough for Edison?
I know I'm good enough for Edison.
And that's where the clip ends. Verdan, you might have remembered as soon as you wake up, right after that interview, there's a moment where your memory kind of is a little shot. You remember getting hired, but the rest of the interview was a little like out of body experience where you don't remember all of it. But you're back in the whatchamacall that?
The lab.
The lab.
I kind of peek over at Verdan and says, well, that was interesting.
Sneaky, sneaky. Got to try a little harder than that next time.
All right. What do you select next, Bovo? There's the greenhouse. It looks like on Red Soil Planet, and then
Probably Adam when he was on Mars.
and then there's the two that's from the collector's apartment, and then the other one is from the bar fight. Choices.
Like that would have dropped in. Can I run two simultaneously?
No, unfortunately.
Okay. Nothing against Adam, but I think no, Adam was there. Verdan was there.
Yeah, all four of you were there.
I'm
wait.
thinking about where they were in the room.
Oh yeah, you were the one who was awake at the end of it. Yeah.
For S and Gs, I should be able to see everything anyway. Let's go different point of view. Let's go Adam and the bar fight.
Okay. Give me a sec. The bar fight. Throwback, huh? Where did
Well,
it
see,
go?
that scene bothers me too because I don't remember. I remember that gap in my memory.
Mm-hmm. All right, let me clear this up real quick. As you all yeah, he was here. Let's say you guys damaged him considerably already. And I will play battle music. Give me one sec. As soon as you drop in though, You are from the perspective of Adam as they're trying to block. Sparrow and him are trying to block off the exit of this guy. You see Verdan right across from you. What do you want to do? It is now your turn, Adam. What do you want to do, Adam? You see a guy in front of you, about to run towards your direction. A crazed individual about to take you out. Adam, it is now your turn. What do you want to do?
Well, you know me and my trusty shotgun are gonna kick his ass.
Bovo, as you hear the cock of the shotgun, there's a prompt that comes up. Choose lethal bullets or non-lethal bullets, or grapple.
Non-lethal.
All right, and Adam, you do recall that you were using you didn't want to take this guy out, but you wanted to knock him out. I think you were using yeah, you were using rubber bullets here.
Rubber slugs.
Yeah, you were using rubber
Yeah, I was
slugs.
using rubber slugs.
Roll your attack.
Okay. Where is it?
All right. And as I remembered, you did miss around this time. Wow. Yeah, you did. If I remember correctly, I think you missed a shot here before. As you miss, Adam, roll a d20 for me.
Just a flat D20?
Yeah, just a flat one. Oh, jeez.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Bovo.
You guys don't like you either, I see.
Bovo, you now see
System.
on the screen sort of a glitch happens as the glitch kind of switches the screen for a little bit and starts to rapidly move forward with seemingly like sounds of an alarm blaring in the vicinity, and you see Orvin in front of you start to kind of panic. What did you do? What did you do? And he's like pressing buttons and a bunch of different stuff. Adam, you are suddenly aware of, wait, where am I? And you suddenly come to a realization that you went back in the past.
Fuck yeah, time travel.
What do you want to do, Adam? Bovo, it's still glitching on your end.
I'm trying to look at the files and see what's going on from my
roll
perspective.
roll a computer use for you. Adam, your turn recycled again. What do you want to do this turn?
So can I use a history check to remember exactly what I did?
Yeah.
Because I don't want the butterfly effect to happen?
Yeah, go ahead. Roll a history check. Oh, Jesus Christ, it's still glitching out.
Yep.
Oh, man. Okay.
That's better, I guess.
Yeah. You remember at some point in time, no matter what you guys did, this guy exploded. So you guys wanted to sedate him for some reason, but he literally, as soon as you guys took him out, and you remember that you guys pulled out his arm, that was the big friggin' pliers.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
He still exploded at the end, and blood and guts everywhere.
So since my character has time traveled, would he have the same equipment as he currently has, or would he have the equipment that he previously had?
Let's say for meta wise, you'll just roll from your current equipment, but the canon wise, you wouldn't have what you have currently. But any rolls that you make, we'll just use the same stats. That's fine. You would have had your shotgun. I think you had a nade or something.
Yeah, I had one of my nades, so I just wanted to make sure that. So.
But whatever stats you have, just roll the same thing because you're aware now of this time in the past.
I'm going to shove a riot grenade down his throat this time.
Okay.
Rather than rip his arm off.
All right, roll an athletics check with advantage.
I'm pretty sure I was the one that cut off his arm.
Yeah, I think you were the one, Verdan. Yeah.
You said with advantage.
Athletics check with advantage. One more.
Okay, so I rolled an 18 and then a 15.
Oh, it didn't show up on my end. That's weird.
It did as the riot grenade attack.
Yeah, I clicked on the riot grenade before you.
Oh,
said,
no. The riot grenade's different. So yeah, so roll us.
I meant for the d20.
But it's a flat 18 and a flat 15 plus his athletics. So the 18 was better plus his athletics, which was plus 6. So it's going to be 24.
See if you roll higher though, because yeah, the riot grenade's fine. That's a separate roll, but roll another because your athletics is plus 6. So maybe.
That's what I'm saying. Like I rolled an 18 for my first roll.
Oh yeah. So that one's different. They still roll a 21. As you do, you shove it down. At this moment, this would have been right around the same time, probably Verdan, as you cut off the arm, and Bovo is like taking pot shots from the bottom, trying to snipe him out. And I think Baroka at this point is trying to run up to beat him up, and Sparrow is just I think Sparrow was shooting him too.
Pistol shotting, I think.
Yeah, just pistol shooting. You do send off you force the riot grenade as he's screaming out because his arm got lopped off. As this would have been, this is actually perfect for you. Roll a perception, Adam, since you rolled really high on your athletics than what I wanted you to, or at least the DC that I was expecting.
Fuck. Damn it.
What's your passive? 14.
Yeah, 14.
How do you want to shove it in? Oh wow, that sounded really bad.
I'm basically going to put it on top of his tongue and then close his jaw, locking in the TMJ, so that when the gas goes off, it is forced to go down his throat and into his head.
Okay.
So like he's forced to inhale the riot gas and pass out, basically.
All right. As it kind of, I think the riot grenade still does explode though. I'm pretty sure.
I thought we said that gas grenades don't explode.
Riot grenade. Start. Oh, this one's gas. Oh no, this one does because it has a bludgeoning damage. So it doesn't explode like an explosion, but it still like pops up.
Almost like concussion.
Like a concussion.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the smoke, that's when it pops up. It's not gonna be enough to blow him up, but you do see as he kind of looks at you for his last moments in life, the colors now of blue in his eyes from the drug that he took, the catalyst, kind of welling up. It kind of fades a little bit as you see his esophagus essentially and his neck kind of blowed out a little bit as the riot grenade goes off inside him. It kind of opens up his chest a little bit, but doesn't really explode out as the ribs protect it still. And he's going to kind of sway forward and back. What do you do, Adam?
So he's dying basically right
He's
now.
essentially dead, but he's swaying forward and back. Like the momentum is either he's gonna fall backwards or fall forwards. What do you do?
Fuck if I know right now.
He's about.
Fuck,
It
I
looks
don't
like he's
know.
about to fall forwards on you.
I mean, I guess I'll like guide him down so that he is on his back.
Okay. Bovo, roll another computer use. With advantage as Orvin is helping you out. You both are now
Okay, I'm
like
not sure.
like pressing a bunch of stuff.
I'm not sure how to do advantage automatically on
Shift,
this, but
shift click.
okay, shift.
Oh, it didn't register.
I
Just
don't
roll it
think
again.
did. Definitely not that.
I like how you can see the one just roll off. Eventually it gets fixed, and as the glitch fades away, you do now see a prompt where one of them is check if your companions are okay. The other one is check for damages on self, and the other one is investigate body.
Investigate body.
All right, and as you lay him down, Adam, you do notice with roll another perception check just to see if it's higher than your normal passive. I mean, okay.
Yeah.
Roll an
That's more like
investigation
it.
check right after.
Okay. Investigation. Oh, I thought it was a 20 for a second.
All right, with a 23, you do spot where the riot grenade opened up his chest a little bit. You do spot looks to be residue left from like a blue substance. And as you kind of messily kind of dig through with a 9 investigation, you do hear a tink on the floor as something kind of gets dislodged from this blue substance residue from inside his chest. What do you do?
I'd like to investigate that object.
As you look, it is covered in blood and guts. Although, with a few swipes here and there, you do notice that it looks to be like a pin that got swallowed. Although it is a pin of an eye. And as the clip now glitches out and stops there, Bovo, last thing you saw as the clip ends is Adam holding a pin. It's like a
Like a lapel pin?
yeah, sort of like more like a, you know, those just a regular small needle pin for brooches.
Like a push pin?
Like a push pin, yeah.
Okay.
As you wake up, Adam, you do now have in your inventory a pin of the Eye of the Cult.
Okay.
It's the same
Pin.
type of eye that's found in the hilt of the knife in their logo. You remember their logos like that Greek set of leaves, and then there's a knife in the middle, and then the hilt of the knife has an eye. Yeah, it's similar to that. What do you do now? So I'll add it to your inventory.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you were adding it. Cultist eye pin. Go. Yeah, what do you want to do, Bobo?
That's the end of the clip.
Yeah.
I turned to Corbin and says, "So, what do you know about this symbol?"
Kind of looks at it for a bit. Looks familiar.
Who has the letter, y'all?
Who has the letter again?
The letter?
I think Ferdinand
guess-
has the letter.
Well, yeah, it's me, but
Show that to Corbin.
alright, I will unjack myself from the chair and I will just walk up to Corvin and hand him and just nonchalantly hand him the letter.
Seen this before?
I mean, the eye looks familiar. You know what? I've actually seen at least one person hold that from my family.
Really?
So I was right not to trust them then.
Maybe not. That's an invitation, what appears to be from the cult, for us to go to that little meeting.
This is dangerous stuff.
No. What was your first clue?
And he kind of starts giggling a little bit. Well, that's the nature of our business, I guess.
Well, when you live in the belt long enough, not a whole lot seems dangerous anymore.
You want to take a look at the other ones?
I'm actually curious that I don't see one that I expected to see.
And what did you expect?
When we went to go into the mine for Edison, it was Edison, right?
Nicogen?
I think it was Tesla.
Yeah.
Was it?
No, it was Edison. Tesla's the CEO.
Yeah, as a
wait, no, it was
Nicogen, yeah. Nicogen mines.
Nicogen. I'm fucking.
When we went to go to the
I cannot
Nicogen
remember.
mine, we
I swear to God.
spaced out right before we got through the door.
Hmm.
And I was curious about that one.
And this spacing out has a correlation to the clips.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
And it was after that we were able to get in the door. We couldn't get in the door before. So I was curious how that came about.
Hmm.
Which also told me,
Interesting
based on
indeed.
the timetable, that whoever was controlling us didn't know how to get in either. It took them that much time. If it was someone like from the corp or something, they would have known how to get in.
Do you think the others that have access to this technology are tampering with information we have access to?
Probably. That's my assumption. I'm also noticing we're missing another one.
In our
Where was
hotel.
that? Yep.
Easy to.
We actually had people, those nice little lab suits out there that are oversized for the Iron Walker.
I forgot I'm
had-
wearing that.
Yeah, we had a group of those show up at our hotel. But then we woke up in our beds with nothing missing.
If you don't mind
means-
me, if you don't mind if I can store these, what do we call them? Do you have a name for these memories or?
Gaps is what I would call them. I'm assuming, actually, the more I look at this, the way this is saved, it almost looks like, it's almost like they're taking the memory out of our head, and that's why we can't remember it. It can't copy it, it can only take it. Which is rather interesting with this kind of tech.
It
But
looks
why would
like
they select those points?
what I've noticed.
That actually,
It looks like randomly generated numbers, so maybe that's
It
why, because
seems-
there's so many memories.
Yeah, but why would they pick those instances? Adam, I want to check here one. It looks like it's probably on Mars when you were at the farm. But I'd like to check it, because why else would they grab it? Why would they save it? It seems innocuous, but why would they save it?
Better yet, why would they save me getting hired? That seems pretty stupid.
Information like your real name? And your history? And the person you were talking to, because then they can track her?
For what reason? She's a hiring manager.
Yeah, but what is she now?
God knows.
Exactly.
And do you think you have one yourself, Bovo?
Oh, I'm sure I do. Because the instances that I'm remembering where I don't remember things. But let's check the innocuous one from Adam, because that seems weird now. Think about. Why would they save it?
All right, strap yourself in again.
Corvin, if you wouldn't mind, Corvin, while we're doing this jump, can you try to look for those instances I told you about that I don't see here? I can give you timetables.
I'll try my best to see if I can pull it up, but if they removed it or they tampered with it, then I can't promise you anything.
Right. And what other servers is this station connected to?
That's what I'm trying to figure out, if this is one of many. Maybe there's some sort of way that they're all connected.
Well, assuming the guys in the suits that showed up at our hotel wasn't you and your family,
no,
there are others.
And you said this one invite to you is to Mars.
Correct. Now that showed up, was it the morning after? It was the morning after.
It was the same time.
Yeah.
Like almost right before.
But it was delivered. It didn't just appear, right? So it was literally the morning after we woke up with a memory missing. But we do remember them showing up at our door. But we don't remember the interaction.
They probably deleted it because we kicked their ass so hard they just didn't want us to remember.
But we didn't have bullets missing.
Yeah, if we had bullets missing, then we would have known that we kicked their ass. But
see, but that's the thing. I probably just did it all by myself.
Yeah, but you're not missing battery charges in your sword.
You don't know that.
We do know that. We checked all of our inventory.
Yep. Which means we didn't kick their butts, because if we had, they wouldn't have been able to come in and replace our gear.
Maybe they sent in more.
Baroka falls asleep.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying.
Baroka falls asleep. That's what I'm gonna do with him. That's that way he's not in the scene. He's just sleeping. So,
based on that, they got that memory for a reason, whether to delete it or to store it for review, which I assume is what most of these are.
So, if we want to take a look at others, feel free to strap in again. I can offer too, if maybe I have some myself. If I'm connected to the ones that, well, unfortunate enough, are gone now.
Do you recall any moment that you don't remember what happened? Or
None really, but maybe, just maybe, it is a little ego hurting for me. Maybe I'm just not as interesting to them as you. So maybe there's a benefit to that. Maybe I do have more intact. But it is...
I'm also, you could call it a blessing or a curse. I have perfect memory.
I wouldn't want something like that. Do you remember your first girlfriend's breakup then? If you have good memory?
I have a lot of memories, including watching people get gassed at an airlock when the seal failed.
Okay, I was going for the slightest hurt, but you went for the maximum, I guess.
Yeah. You watch people you work with get sucked into the void, and there's not a darn thing you can do about it.
And I killed...
Were we doing something?
Killed my family.
Are you guys
yes,
having a
Adam?
measuring contest over
we're
mental pain?
making rapport small talk, my friend. All right, who is going in?
Adam.
Yeah, because we're going to go to my Mars memory, apparently.
Yep, because I'm curious why it's there.
Okay. As you strap in again, Adam, you feel the same sensation, but as you... Give me a sec. Let me play something that is nice. They play something nice, which I don't have access to on this playlist. What was up?
No, you have nothing nice to play on your playlist.
It is in my fantasy campaign. It's not on this one.
It's kind of funny. The way you said that is like, I have nothing nice to play. I wonder why that is.
Cute boss
Oh, maybe
music.
this one will work.
Since I'm not doing anything anymore, can I take a short rest?
Go ahead. It'll be an hour, so
Neat.
for the next hour you won't be able to do anything.
Okay.
Adam, you kind of space out for a bit as you're watering the patch of squash that you guys have planted. You're in the personal farm, not the farm for the actual farms that vegetables and stuff that you sell. It is for the family. It is the one that you yourself made for them. They didn't want it, but just thought would be a nice gesture to do for your little buddy. And you kind of look out as you see towards the entrance of this greenhouse a familiar small silhouette, a bit small to you, but she's in her was she a female, right? Female, the little girl.
I am currently pulling up, but I believe it was a little man.
Give me a sec. I'm trying to make sure.
The one that woke him up.
Oh yeah, boy. This yeah, he's
Percy.
probably in his he's in his probably say
10 years maybe.
Yeah, teen years, about probably 16, 17 almost ish, as he kind of steps into the greenhouse airlock where it sanitizes you to a certain extent. And as you hear muffled kind of complaints coming from inside the airlock, he opens the other side and kind of comes in. Hey Adam, you're gonna like this.
What's wrong, Percy?
You know those people that always come and check if we're, not doing anything with the plants and vegetables that we sell, strong arming us, trying to sell us a bunch of stuff. They're gonna come back a couple of hours, but there's a few people who came just about 5 minutes ago, and I don't know who they are, but they seem to be looking for you.
They're looking for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it was them at first, and that's why I was kind of a little rude to them. But I mean the ones that keep selling us a bunch of bullcrap. But that's why I let them in, because usually they talk to Dad. But they're in suits.
Okay. I'll head on in and talk with them.
Bovo, there is a prompt as you as the airlock whatchamacallit opens up. Adam, you don't really need to breathe, but one prompt is wear oxygen mask, and the other one is go out without oxygen mask, and the third prompt is bring revolver. Is usually, Adam, you keep like a revolver kind of hidden by the side of the airlock in like a little unassuming box that looks like toolbox. What do you do?
Can I select more than one?
Yeah. The other two are kind of like or selections, and the other one is yes or no.
Okay. So bring the revolver and put the oxygen on.
Okay. Adam, roll me a d20.
Just a straight d20, okay. And
Ooh, dirty 19.
there we go.
As you do, you continue to follow suit. There is a way from the back door of the main house complex, or you can choose to go to the front. Which way you want to go, Adam?
I'm guessing they're at the front, so I would head there.
Okay.
Or can I actually peer through the back to see if there's anyone there and then head to the front?
Make a perception check. There seems to be no one in the back.
Would be one higher.
You do. The only person you see in the back is the mom. She is currently making her way back from the actual greenhouses that contain the vegetables and most likely some animals too in the other barns. She is kind of in a brisk walking, like a little bit in a hurry. She has her oxygen mask on. She's trying to go to the house.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. You choose to go to the front?
Yeah.
All right. Bovo, as you see Adam now heading towards the front, you see a vehicle. The treads and the it is essentially the wheels aren't regular normal looking wheels that you would see from just a city vehicle. These are kind of like tank treads in a way.
Like the triangular treads, or is it like one continuous tread?
One continuous one. Mm-hmm.
Okay,
yeah.
so it's literally like a tank.
Kind of like a tank car in a way. It's like a buggy
right.
with like the tank tread wheels. I don't know what necessarily call those. Don't know the terminology. There are two. What looks to be very, as you can see, Adam too and Bovo. In the back, like as you, for example, both of you have experience with military stuff, so you would know that these two kind of like small circular platforms in the back usually rise up to reveal weapons. This looks to be like a very like a quick response attack vehicle. Both of you roll a perception check.
Fuck yeah.
Alright, good enough for both. As you slowly make up your way, the reason why you guys don't need like any suits for gravity is there is simulated, obviously it's Mars, but gravity is a little bit lighter here, but there's sort of like a simulated technology where it kind of gives a little bit more pressure to you're in like a dome city too as well, but it's much more high tech and larger than Ganymede domes, and they usually kind of are big enough to where you won't notice it that you're in them, but as the sunlight kind of adjusts a little bit, you see as this vehicle actually has a kind of like if you notice like those Abrams tanks that were deployed in Iraq, they have like little clothing covers for them, just to help with camouflage and stuff. The light of the sun kind of makes one of these cloth covers slightly see-through. As the light kind of peers through, you can, with that nat 20, Adam, you for sure kind of start to kind of squint your eyes as you notice a what looks like a knife logo.
A knife, okay.
Mm-hmm. But as you kind of look further, Bovo, a prompt appears. Investigate vehicle. Go into the house. Or investigate or peek through the windows of the house. So peek through the window, go into the house, or investigate vehicle.
Investigate vehicle.
All right. Adam, roll me a d6. All right, 2. As both of you roll an investigation check too, for as you go to investigate the vehicle further. 21 and 4. As Adam is kind of hastily kind of checking these things, you do lift the first thing you lift is this little cloth thing that covers the knife logo. It is just a plain white painting of a knife, although the hilt does have it's scratched off, but Bovo, with your eidetic memory, you would recognize that this portion that's scratched off seems to have the shape of an eye, the all-seeing eye kind of thing. And as you further investigate, Adam, you make a little bit of noise as you kind of bump into a few of the, like, there's cans that hang off on the side of it, and you kind of rattle those a little bit, and you hear a cough. There's a prompt, Bovo. Turn around, continue investigating.
Obviously going to turn around.
All right. As you turn around, Adam, you do see 2 individuals in suits. Both of them have glasses on. Pale. A little standard for people who live in the inner capital cities of Mars, as they choose, some of them choose, there are people who choose not to have sunlight there, and mostly stay in whatever office spaces they work in, or maybe underground, or in their homes, work from home, so they barely get any sun, and if they do, it's just the sunlight peering through the domes. So these 2 are pretty pale. The only differentiating factor from normal people that you would encounter is these 2 are elves, taller elves. As one of them takes off his glasses, you do see he has piercing, just white pupils, like the little small black dot is very piercing looking, and he clears his throat again. So we finally get to see vestige of the past. Identify yourself, Iron Walker.
A12A-M. We refer to me as Adam while I'm on the compounds of this household.
Very old, I see. When was your last battle?
Reading it real quick.
Don't worry.
I think I put a name for it.
Yeah, it should be in your...
Wasn't Anchorage. Anadry. Or Anadira, whatever it's called.
Where is it again? It's in your notes, right?
Yeah, it's in...
I want to pronounce
I'll put it in
it
Alpha Comms.
Yeah, I want to pronounce it correctly. Yeah, these are the tank buggies. Although not the Anadir. There you go.
Anadir, yeah.
Huh.
That was the last place I was.
Huh. And did you go through the proper cycles of restoration or reprogramming? Are all your protocols still active or no? There's a prompt that pops up, Bovo. Two of them. Two of them are dialogue based. One of them is answer truthfully. The other one is answer vaguely, or lie essentially. And the other one is what do you call this? Feign ignorance. As yeah.
Vague. Choice B.
All right. What do you answer, Adam?
As far as the recent updates, I am sure that it has been up to code.
Do you mind if we just for a sec do some routine checks on your systems? You know, you're staying with this family, and we want to make sure that you are protecting them as best you can.
May I ask if you have a warrant?
And they both look at each other. We can surely ask for one if you need us to, but this would be just a routine one, non-intrusive. Surely you don't want to go through official channels, right? We'd like to do this as nonchalant and lax as possible. But, and who is this Percy again?
The person who is that I am owned to.
At this point, Percy kind of runs up and, I heard my name. Oh, you're Percy. Thank you for hospitality. At this point, the door behind them opens as the mom kind of pops up. You would know at this time the dad would probably be in the actual city, probably doing some business related stuff. And what seems to be the problem? Percy kind of asked them. Oh, we just wanted permission for us to take a look at your friend here, make sure that he is up to par with current Ironwalker standards. And he kind of looks to you, Adam. Are you gonna be okay?
I should be. I'm this old, aren't I? I don't think I need a update.
I don't think he needs an update though. Whatever it is you are trying to do, I don't think we need it. And a prompt pops up, Bovo. As one of them is a question mark. One of them is just an exclamation point. And the other one is a sort of jumbled up letters and numbers. And the screen kind of glitches out for a little bit. But the prompt's still up.
Does the jumble of letters and numbers look like any of the file names?
Not necessarily. They look more like you know those memes where somebody's talking and it starts turning into like cursed text.
Yeah.
So it's like glitched out text, but it's a bunch of jumbled up letters and numbers.
No, it's abyssal, but yeah.
Yeah, it's abyssal essentially. Choices.
Where's my D20 at? There it is.
Adam, roll a perception check, by the way. Adam?
Why is it being slow?
Oh.
Hold on, my computer's being slow all of a sudden.
If it's slow too, you can roll IRL, and I'll just take what you roll. Oh, there we go. It works now.
There it is.
Nice.
Okay.
19. All right, that'll come up in a bit.
Yeah, let's go with abyssal. Just for kicks and giggles.
Okay. As soon as that happens, Adam, your with that 19 perception, you do see as coming up from behind the mom is another tall elf in a suit. As he kind of looks at you for a little bit, and they eerily, both of them that are standing, that the ones that we were talking to earlier, give you a soft kind of smile as the guy with the piercing white eyes just puts back his sunglasses on, and you do see the elf from behind kind of step out, and I would like you, Adam, to roll me a regular D100. 54. Okay. All right.
It's an average roll.
As you see him, he's putting an arm inside his suit, kind of like reaching for something inside the suit. What do you want to do?
I will raise my hand and be like, I'm sure one small update wouldn't hurt, as I look to the guy behind the mother.
He slowly takes his arm out. Bovo. Another prompt comes up. It's the exclamation point. It's right in the middle. There's a timer. There's 10 seconds. 10. 9.
Yeah, go ahead.
You press it?
Mm-hmm.
As you do, Adam, roll me a wisdom save, please.
That.
Oh, shit.
You boom the child.
You...
No. Percy, no.
As,
that doesn't align with my backstory, but no.
As your vision turns from colored to, you remember vividly what this color is, as everything around you turns into some sort of monochrome with red colors, as every organic being in front of you turns into just a color of red. I'd like you to roll another wisdom save, please.
Better.
Okay. Bovo, there is a prompt. One of them is reboot, and the other one is shut down sequence.
Reboot.
All right. As you do so, you choose that one. Adam, you come to, and you are on the couch inside the house. As you come to, and your robotic vision starts to turn back into the semblance of reality of color. You do see the three elves kind of by the doorway, as the mom now kind of is in a jovial interaction with them, as they all kind of laugh together and say, well, thank you for your hospitality, and thank you for giving us time to make sure your friend Adam here is well taken care of. Adam, you keep this family safe, and you won't ever have to see us again. What do you do, Adam?
I kind of just stare at them.
And he takes off his glasses real quick, kind of cleans them up. Roll a perception check.
$14.
And as he puts the glasses on, a few frames, Bovo, roll a perception check too. Okay. As he's wiping the glasses down, a few frames of the clip kind of glitch out, and you could swear the background is changing to that same dull, drab office space, and the figure of the man standing there kind of glitches for a bit into M. Sanderson, and as he finishes wiping up the glasses, puts them on and gives a polite bow, and as they exit the door, the clip ends there.
Interesting.
Who is M. Sanderson?
The interviewer at Verdan's.
Okay.
Memory.
That's interesting. Because my character wouldn't have seen that, so.
Yeah.
You just you Adam would have just like noticed him what'd you call that, wiping down his glasses.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the glitch sorta too. How I would probably re kind of explain it is your robotic vision kind of glitches out for a bit and kind of shows a different place, but yeah.
Okay.
But you do wake up from that point in time. Now you're back in current. What do you guys now want to do?
I look at Corvo and say, can we tell the proximity of where these files are stored to each other?
I will try my best at it now. If you want me to do it for you, I will send you the information as soon as I find it. But if you want to do it here too as well, I guess this would be the safest place for you currently.
Can you see what I see when I'm in?
Sorry, what was that?
I'm asking Corvo, can you see what I see when I'm diving?
I see from the screen, but I'm making sure all the panels here stay green, so I haven't paid attention closely.
The end of this memory overlapped with a glitch with the memory from Verdan with the same number.
Huh. This is making me more and more, for the lack of a better word, confused. As I've monitored the other, let's say, I would call them clones, in my opinion. Those in the other room. There are other people in the dome that are them as well. So I don't know how to explain that, but this is something new as well. So you're saying and implying at least that these memories are all mixed up
Or connected.
or connected. Oh. Do you have any opinion on
Like-
this corporate person, Verdan?
Can we bring up stills from the monitor?
We can try.
If we can, let's bring up a still image of the guy with the white eyes.
And he kind of... It's not as smooth as if you're diving in, but yeah. There's
I
one.
say, hey, Verdan, you ever seen a guy that looks like this?
Have I seen a guy that looks like that?
Roll a history check.
Bet.
You have not seen a guy that looks like that.
Is it in my memory at all?
Roll a history check with advantage.
Okay. Well, the reason I ask is any check to remember something I succeed at. That's why I
Yeah,
ask.
this one's a little different.
Okay.
Oh,
Oops.
your religion.
I hit it through. I hit it through. Oh. Well, then I'm on the wrong thing anyway. Where's the history?
So shift
There it is.
doesn't work?
I haven't tried it.
Shift rolls automatic advantage. So 13.
It's a +3, so actually it's the same modifier as my religion check. But
Oh, okay,
anyway.
same modifiers. Let's say we'll take the 16 then, so if it's the same, because it's intelligence, right?
It's still a +3,
Yeah.
regardless.
The reason why I let you roll is the familiarity is there, although it's because of the face shape, not the skin tone or the eyes. But you've seen this guy before.
Where have I seen this
He
face
was the
shape
guest.
before?
At the dinner.
Oh, at the bed and breakfast?
Mm-hmm.
Ah. That's interesting.
And he sort of
Very
resembles the
interesting.
female that interviewed Verdan as well.
Uh-huh. I wondered about that with the overlap glitch. Okay. On a hunch. Corvo.
Orvin, yes.
Yeah, Corvin. Sorry. Would you be so mind to plug in?
Me, roll a persuasion check.
Okay.
As you kind of see him now be a little bit hesitant from the recent information that was provided.
Is there something you don't want us to know?
More like it's something I don't want to know.
You don't have to know it.
But I would.
If this tech is anything like I think it is, we can actually remove it again if it's that bad.
The two of us have already done it, so you're up.
I mean, the tech is safe. I understand where you're coming from. But if I'm connecting the dots correctly, we have a person that can be an imposter. And I basically go into detail explaining what I'm seeing in the familiarities.
And he nods, touches his chin, kind of. Makes sense.
If this person has passed through your family, it would be good to know.
Okay.
Which also means they have access to a facility like this.
Promise me one thing.
What's that?
If you find a memory of the recent thing that I've done, do not access it.
Fair enough.
Can I get an approval? Can I get a yes as well from the others?
Yes.
Nah, I don't care.
Okay, that reassures me. I did what was necessary, but I fear I will regret it for the rest of my life.
Yep, I understand that.
And he walks over. He kind of calls out, make sure you maintain the levels, energy, green, all the time. And he kind of...
Who's good at computers, Redan or Adam?
Verdan. Not Adam. Do not let Adam touch anything.
Despite his affinity for computers, you know he is what?
Just because you're bioorganic, does that mean that your affinity with medicine?
No, but I'm really good at throwing someone out an airlock.
So am I. I'm really good at breaking computers.
Okay, I'm ready.
Just move over. Why don't you go, I don't know, watch the door or something in case one of them comes back.
Can I go look at the other bodies that are in here?
Yeah, sure. As you remember, the Sarah's duplicate is there. And a bunch of random Joes.
Okay.
Yeah. The duplicate is breathing, although it's hooked up, it's butt naked. It's hooked up to a bunch of tubes and wires and things injected into their head. The only reason why you recognize is because the face is visible, but it is clean shaven everywhere, even top to bottom. So bald Sarah is there. You see a bunch of the other tubes.
Oh, so they're all bald?
Yeah. So you see a bunch of the other tubes are connected directly into what seems to be like their stomach. One of them is also like the belly button area. One of them is also in their mouth. So probably like you see like kind of like brownish looking liquid that is slowly kind of cycling through. So whatever it is, it's probably what's keeping them alive.
Kind of like the scene from The Matrix where we see Neo wake up and you see all the tubes
Yeah,
hooked up
all
to
the
him to keep
tubes.
him alive.
Right.
It's the same concept.
Yeah, it's essentially a Matrix ripoff.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Bovo, you do see. There's only actually. There are 6 choices for him. I rolled a 6.
Okay.
The recent 2 are familiar to you as you hover over them. One of them is essentially a first-person view of him holding a gun against someone's head. And the other one is him overlooking in the distance the fight at the park.
Okay.
Yeah, he's on like one of the buggy cars that they have. The last one of the 6 at the very bottom is what looks to be like at a diner, and he's holding a burger on one hand. Right across from him is you don't see the face because it's kind of like looking down a little bit, but you do see the hands are female. The other how many did that's 3. The other 3 are one of them is he's talking to like an older gentleman in what looks to be like the hotel restaurant in Mayor's Dome. The other one is him in essentially the toilet. And he's reading a Reader's Digest booklet. And the last one is at the abandoned where the meetings usually where you guys met for the meeting, where they got assassinated.
Right.
He's currently the clip is him about to step out of his vehicle.
That's interesting.
That's the one right before the park. So essentially him probably killing his entire family, the park, the meeting place, the toilet, the meeting with the older gentleman at the hotel restaurant, and the diner.
Let's go to the diner.
All right.
I was gonna say the bathroom, but okay.
You want to watch him take a shit. As you select the diner, first, as soon as it plays, it is a shot of him biting into the burger. And as he kind of puts it down, the female hands grab it and munch into it too. As he looks up, the person is also familiar. Looks to be the female assistant, the one that usually takes the selfies. And he kind of pipes up, "You finish the rest. I don't really like burgers that much, but a few morsels down my throat would be nice. What do you think? How long do you think little Susie's coming? Taking too long." And the secretary kind of pulls out the phone, munching, and shows the image, essentially the screen of the phone. Roll a perception check.
Just Bobo?
If you're where are you currently? If you're looking at the screen, you can look at it too, unless you're in the room or not.
I mean, I'll just go look at the screen. Why not?
All right, you going back in? All right.
Yeah.
Verdan, roll a computer use. As some of the energy levels start to kind of dip down a little bit.
Oh boy, hold on. I'm a procedural that.
That's better.
Oh, very nice. Yes, you pull up one of the sliders that seem to connect to this level of energy that goes down, and it kind of balances out. It's kind of like an EQ mixer.
Oh, bad.
Yeah, it balances out the energy, so you're a DJ of power right now.
DJ Power.
Adam and Bovo
I guess I'll also
with a
do
12.
this.
Bovo and Adam, you would
Oh, okay.
you would see, all of you would see right away the text if you're going back to take a look at the screen. Running a little late. Something came up. New folks came into town. And
That's us.
and
Oh, what's the timestamp on the text?
it would have been, as you, with your eidetic memory, it would have been that same day where you guys first met Lil Susie. Yeah.
Interesting.
Before we get fucked up by the Iron Walkers.
And he kind of pulls the little the screen away and stands up and well, you are as useful as you always are, my love. And he actually kind of leans over and gives her a kiss on the forehead. Right, I'm gonna get me some tortas real quick. With a 17 and a 16 though, Adam, you would notice all the way at the end of the diner, you would notice there is a you know, one of those parts where there's not enough room anymore, so the table that you can sit is only good enough for two people.
Yeah.
It's that awkward table where if you're not dating, it looks awkward or it feels awkward. There are two a little bit taller than most people in this room. As Orvin kind of looks towards the direction and kind of shakes his head as in recognizing it. These two look oddly suspicious. Two elves with glasses on, especially it is dark outside. They have glasses on, and he starts to make an order for torta, and the clip ends there.
Can we go? Do y'all bring to my attention the strangers?
Yeah, I'll point up to you. Yeah.
Can we go back and pull? I mean, it's not great, but pull a still of that.
Orvin kind of did. If you see something, go. Feel free to do so. Kind of wakes up from the clip. Yeah.
It seems the memories they started taking started about the time we hit town.
Oh. And that's the furthest back you can go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is it the furthest back?
Yeah, that's the last accessible one.
When did you find this place?
It's probably about 2 weeks or so. No. Maybe 3 weeks. I found the tunnel at least 3 weeks, and this place at least 2 weeks.
Where does that put it in relation to when we came into town?
You guys have been here for at least like a week already. I think so. Yeah, you guys have been here for over a week now.
Okay, so it was before we even got here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You guys are been here for like a week and a half, maybe.
Right. Interesting.
I only managed to turn this thing on right about the same time, I guess. That memory.
Yeah, you saw it. Interesting. What was your thoughts on the two strangers in the bar?
I think they looked weird. They obviously look like they were probably trailing someone. And he kind of like his face changes into a face of realization. Oh, shit.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they kept their glasses on the whole time. Do they look familiar to the two cronies from Adam's memory?
Similar. Tall elves.
Yeah, just similar.
Mm-hmm.
Pale.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what do we even do with this information?
We kill all the elves.
Here.
Kill all the elves.
You're funny.
Who said I was joking?
It wouldn't solve anything.
Well, at least we know who
I
to look
was
for.
joking.
Yeah, exactly.
And if they're following you, you would know to look out for them.
In fact,
We
if I
can
can
follow them back.
If I can
Okay,
get a
cool.
decent
So-
still of this one guy that appears to be in multiple places in all of our memories, I might be able to run it by Sarah.
Oh, good. Relying on the cops again.
You think she's not?
Relying on their...
Is this the same one that's the police officer, right? She has a duplicate over there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, last session I described.
Yeah, you said it, but you said it to Adam. I
Oh
wasn't in the room.
yeah, because you weren't in that room.
Mm-hmm. It's interesting. So she's here and there at the same time.
And kind of pauses for a bit. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Clone or time difference? One's older than the other.
If it's a time thing, then that means that they're accessing her body from a different location.
No, that means they were accessing her body from here.
Well, she would still be active right now, wouldn't she?
Right, but the body that's in there is older than, otherwise she'd be tampering with the timeline because she'd be missing. Still makes me question if this facility is actually in a timeline, but... or if it's outside the timeline.
Well, I have more memories.
Yeah. Let's just go forward from there is my thought. Until, obviously, the things we don't need to see.
The other one is essentially just him talking to an old friend at the hotel. This one in particular, nothing seems to be out of the order. Or out of the ordinary, I mean. It just ends with them giving each other like a hug. It's a kind of like a wholesome interaction. The one where he's in the restroom, particularly, you do see his schlong from the memory. He does at some point cover as he starts to smell his crap, so he covers it with a towel so the air doesn't go up. At some point, while I'm describing this very graphic toilet scene, a buzzing of his cell phone buzzes. There's a prompt. Check phone or check later.
Check phone.
All right. Grabs the phone and it's a text, selfie of the. You now see the messages that he receives from the secretary are called "My Baby," the text bubble, and essentially every message that he receives has a little heart emoji at the end. She sends a selfie of her with some of the family. I'd like you to roll a perception check.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my welcome girl.
Are you rolling too, Verdun? No.
He rolled
Yeah, he did.
9.
17.
Oh, that was earlier. 19.
Yeah, that's right.
All of you would see just by coincidence, the van that brought you guys over. This photo was taken, I think, probably a few miles at the outskirts of the dome. So you see the van over in the distance, just kind of passing by the van that took you guys to the dome. Like an Easter egg. Everyone will see it immediately. Verdun, since you rolled the highest, you do notice actually roll what would this be? Roll a wisdom save first, Verdun. Alright, you're fine. You've seen photos like this before where sometimes it kind of jump scares you. Some of the faces in the photo kind of glitch out for a little bit, and their heads are essentially 90-degree angle or 45-degree angle to the side snapped and immediately glitch back to normal. But while it glitched out for a bit, it was very like all their faces looked very void of blood and eyes rolled back, kind of like one of those horror photos. But as it stays, you do see kind of like odd out of the rest of them, most of them are humans, and a few you do notice that are probably half dwarf. They have dwarven features, but are taller. But you do notice there is an elf in the photo. Kind of, his glasses are round sunglasses, and just by the, you would be the first one to notice, by the sunlight, or at least the light from Jupiter that shines on them, it makes the lens of his glasses sort of see-through. You see one of his eyes are just a dot, so white eyes, so just essentially the same eyes from Adam's memory. Do you point this out to the group?
Sure. I'll bring it up like it's not a big deal, even though it kind of is.
If we can kind of pause it there so I can get a better look and look at the facial features of that individual. Is it familiar?
As you pause it, you are met with the same image of all their heads twisted as if all their necks were broken. And yeah.
Including the elf?
Nope. He is smiling at that exact same moment.
And do I recognize the facial features?
Yeah, same guy.
Wouldn't it be fun if he was the stalker?
It wouldn't surprise me. I let it play again.
Mm-hmm. For a few, as he kind of just swipes up and replies with a kiss emoji and puts back the phone, the clip ends there, actually.
Interesting. Sorry about that, Corbin.
Well, what do you mean?
I assume he saw it when I paused it.
His face is confused right now.
I guess not. Okay.
I mean, if you saw my junk, it's fine.
No. We saw a glitch that was a little less than comforting.
Okay. Well, if you choose to proceed, feel free.
It seems that the elf problem had infiltrated.
I don't remember having an elf on employ in the family.
Do you remember in that scene that you just went through the selfie from outside the dome?
I remember everyone that was there. It was about 9 of them.
From my memory, was there 9?
Yeah, there was 9.
Okay, one of them was the elf.
That does not make sense.
Can I bring up the still?
Yeah, he looks at it and he immediately winces and looks away. Ugh. It's the same still. Oh. He has like Goku veins on his forehead right now. That's not your fault. He kind of braves to look at it. Oh no. Do you remember the watch?
The 21st.
Yeah, I remember the watch.
That one. It's the same person. He was the one who had the watch.
How long had he been in the family?
Quite a while, but when I heard about him not showing up to gatherings, we just assumed that he chose to leave without telling, as a lot of people do. But That was the last that he was with us.
Why did the watch end up in our battle at the bed and breakfast?
He was at the bed and breakfast.
Well,
Yeah,
the
but
watch was on the innkeeper, who then lost it.
Yeah.
So he probably
Interesting.
gave it to the innkeeper at some point.
And then he was there, but that means he wasn't the one that gave the watch to the innkeeper because he was there and the innkeeper didn't seem to recognize him. He was there at dinner.
If this person that you're saying is in this photo now is not an elf, at least from what I remember. He was just human. Tan skin.
Well, I bring up the still of the interviewer in Verdan's memory.
I can see what you mean about same facial features, yes.
But this is a human, is it not?
Yes.
In fact, isn't Sanders a female?
No, he was male.
Oh, the interviewer was male?
Female, the interviewer.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But my family member was male.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
And the elf at dinner was male.
are a thing. I use them almost daily.
But this level?
Yeah, they exist. I just don't have access to them.
But I've seen the man, like, naked too. As part of our initiation ritual.
Now that's commitment.
Well, we haze
At least
people.
if you're going old school.
I'm sorry about that, but it's still the tradition of my culture, at least.
But the fact that he integrated that well, but with this glitch, it shows his real nature.
Do you think these are augments?
I don't know, Verdan. Can you augment yourself to be both elf and human simultaneously?
I mean, body modifications exist, so it's
but
not
to
out of the
switch
realm
that
of
easily?
possibility. I mean, the predominant feature of elves are their pointy ears. You can just get ear mods that can transform at will if you really wanted to.
But what about
Within a
man to woman?
within a single frame?
That might be pushing it a little bit.
How about ironworkers, my friend? Do you have sort of technology like that? I know you're of older make, but do you know of any other ironworkers that can do that?
I don't. I've only known of one that had similar technology.
It was
Not
some
the same, but similar.
It was an infiltrator type.
Yeah, she was a scout. She had camouflaging technology. So I'm not sure this is exactly the same, but if modified correctly, it could be used the same.
And you're saying this person has embedded himself or itself into our lives, since he's in both of yours and mine as well.
And most of these memories. Now the question is it him targeting the memories, or is it this outside entity that's targeting the memories with him in it? And it just happens to coincide with us.
Do you think this invitation is for that purpose?
Well, he was there, this individual was there at our dinner at the bed and breakfast when the cultists attacked. Presumably, he's the one that poisoned us to limit our functionality in that fight, not to do them a whole lot of good. So I would say he's part of the cult, or at least working with them, maybe to his own means. But I'm wondering if the individuals in the hazmat suits that we encountered, if they're tied to the cult at all, or if they're also hunting the cult. And they're using our memories to do that, because we happen to interact with them on a reasonably often basis. Why? What importance was the memory of your old friend?
Probably meant a lot to me. That's why it's there. Or at least significant recent ones.
Yeah, but why would it pull it? All the others have this, or as far as we know, have this elf in them.
Can you open one?
Oh, Toaster's friend is the elf.
And he turned himself into an old man? Is that what you're saying? And he fooled me.
I have to go back and look at his. I had to look at his old facial features.
I mean, if he can swap genders and races in less than a frame of a second,
I would
not be surprised.
How would he know memories, or at least events that only me and that person would know?
He would have had to live through the memories through one of these devices.
Okay. Well...
Which actually implies that your individual in your family that you didn't suspect may not have been him the whole time.
Yeah, that dude probably died in an alley the second he
this
showed up.
sounds like voodoo.
No. No, he probably took the guy, used one of these machines on him to gather his memories so he could integrate.
I mean, essentially the same thing. Dude's good as dead now.
Oh yeah, I know, I agree. But why? Why would he want to integrate with your group?
Don't you think
And not...
there is a correlation to our, at least, known enemy, the Stalker? Don't you think the name Stalker has more to it than just stalking victims?
Oh yeah. But it's interesting that his cult knocked off all the other Guardians. Or did we not tell you about that?
And he kind of face palms and scratches, or like massages his forehead, as like he's probably having a headache at this point from all the information now. Well, I think I would need time to process all of this.
Mm-hmm. The only memories left are the park and what was the one before that?
The other one was him essentially massacring his family.
Yeah, but I thought that was because it was the diner.
So the diner, the old friend,
bathroom,
the toilet. Oh yeah, there's another one.
Yeah, that's three. Yeah.
There's the holy shit! I think let me refresh my memory. The meeting place.
Right. If you feel like you can handle it, let's hit that one before you take a breather.
Okay.
But there's obviously something important about that.
I would have to, if you don't mind, if I can take a quick break before we proceed.
Yep.
Verdan, where are you at on your hour break?
Probably an hour now. From reviewing all the memories. So, or at least close to it.
Well,
is it your turn now?
That's what I'm thinking.
Well, it's something to do at least.
Well, I mean, we want to make sure we got somebody to watch those panels, though. If Corvin needs to take a break, we can just leave it at that and take a breather for a minute.
I mean, operating these dials isn't hard. He can just do that. Figured he meant a break from diving into his memories.
Yeah, he actually kind of steps out into a different room.
Well, never mind. Guess we're doing nothing then for the next God only knows how long until he gets
Yeah,
back.
can one of y'all keep an eye on him?
Adam, you do it. Because if he decides to do something and I have to intervene, he'll probably die instantly, and we don't want that.
Okay.
With you, there's a chance that he'll actually survive.
What are you saying?
He's saying you prefer the non-deadly route, is what he's saying.
Sure, let's go with that. You are a less lethal individual than I am.
No, you choose to be less lethal individual. Verdan does not choose to be less lethal. He prefers to be
Can I
more
put a
lethal.
rubber slug up Verdan's ass?
Try me, bitch.
That could hurt.
You guys hear a bunch of lights kind of getting turned on in the other rooms.
Adam, go check on him. I start unhooking myself from the...
Actually, as the lights turn on, let me remove one wall panel here. That way you can see all the way across the room. There you go. As the lights turn on, reveals that yeah, this place is attached.
Oh, the lights just turned off for me all of a sudden.
That's weird. It's on for me. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. What happened? Is it on now?
Yeah, one of them are.
Alright. But yeah, what do you guys want to do while he's taking a break?
Well, Murph is gonna take a piss because he's been holding it in. So.
All right, we'll probably take a 15 minute or an actual break here. Yeah.
Okay.
So be right back.
That works.
Okay.
All right.
What about the kids? Kill all of them?
Some of them are good, but there's just 60 kids, and there's only like 4 or 5 counselors at a time.
Mm-hmm.
That's
So
is it in camp where Jason is? Crystal Lake?
no, it's we actually go to location. So we've got 2 locations at 2 churches, Holiday Hill and another one.
Cool.
But yeah, that's the place that I worked at. It's called Holiday Hill, which is like, how can you be a hill of holidays?
Yeah, I was a counselor for 2 years in a row for Awana summer camp. So, I know, I feel you.
I sort of relate when I was a youth minister back then, going to retreats and camps with the little critters. You have to herd them all in, make sure they don't stay up too late talking to their crushes. Sneak out of their camp cabins and talk to the girl they like in the other in the girls' cabin. Hilarious. Anyways,
Yeah, we're not that kind of camp.
oh cool. Yeah, it's funny because church camps have more kids that are trying to evangelate. Anyways, welcome back everybody. As a few confusing revelations were brought to light, and more pieces of the puzzle are being assembled, you are now back into the facility. Adam, as you go to the other room and check up on Orvin, he seems to have turned on the lights, and he's currently next to this console, kind of like trying to figure out more controls. Seems to be he's taking a break, but not necessarily a break. He's just taking a break from the temporal diving.
He's trying to process.
Mm-hmm. Baroque is snoring.
Can I look up on all of the other like random Joes to see if there's like any kind of like connection or anything about them? Like, do any of them seem to be like political figures, or are they just all like completely random?
As far as nothing really tells what their occupations are, except for vital statistics. Their current status is 100%. Sometimes you notice some of them dip down to like 97 or like 94, and then immediately start back to 100.
Okay. Can I look up at Sarah's console and like see what Sarah's up with?
You don't necessarily see what she's currently doing, but her status is seems to be a-okay, 100%. There are times though, as the more you spend time kind of looking at the random Joes and Sarah especially, there are times where you do notice a slight twitch in face muscle, as like kind of coincides to where from time to time the status dips to like lower than 90, so like it dips to like an 86, and you see like a wince slightly on her face.
Okay.
This seems to be a little different than the device that you guys were working, as there's more stuff hooked onto them compared to the ones that you guys used.
I'm guessing there's no cell connection, so I can't like text Sarah.
As you check, yeah, it is nothing. just a blank signal.
Okay.
Your phone's still on. You can still access whatever you received already, but just no signal. Yeah. Anything else you guys want to do? Yeah. Good.
Can I make a history check? Because the people that came to the house or the farmhouse on Mars, could I remember if they looked like the military people or if they looked different like Verdan? Because for Verdan, they looked like just regular people, like the interviewers, but they had the same facial features as the hoodlums or whatever, the military people. So I just wanted to see if
you can kind of recall in your memory.
Recalled them. Yeah, I wanted to recall if they actually looked different than what the video showed.
Oh, you're trying to see in your memory if your memory was different?
Yeah.
Roll a history check.
Okay. Not bad.
As your memory is kind of refreshed by what you went through the temporal dive, you do remember that there were 3 people. They were wearing suits, elves, but for some reason you do now realize and remember that you glitched out for a little bit, and you sensed there was a threat and your defense systems turned on, but you immediately chose to reboot yourself to avoid danger, essentially, to avoid confrontation. And they didn't look like they were a part of the military in your life. They didn't look to be any type of organization you've ever dealt with before. They kind of look like they would be a part of a government organization or like an intelligence community kind of people, but you've never, at that point in time, you've never seen that logo before on the truck, or at least on their buggy. But now that you have more information that it is at least related to the cult, yeah, but they weren't really military or anything.
Okay. Can we get a still picture of what the van looked like, or the truck looked like?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna want to show Sarah that, or the contact that I had in the police.
How do you want to grab the information?
I was thinking of just taking a picture of it with my phone.
Okay.
I mean, that's like the easiest and simplest way to get a picture of it.
Yeah, take a photo.
Okay. That's all that Adam's gonna be doing.
Is Verdan or Bovo doing anything?
Just getting more data collection on the alien language.
Okay. You record more of the letters and try to make sense of what fits. Roll a
basically just give your computer more data to work with.
Roll a computer use and then a intelligence check as well. Straight intelligence. Okay.
And straight intelligence. Oh, okay.
Actually, is this
What?
Where's your thing? There we go. me a sec. Alright, 11. Yeah. In order to increase your, your downtime for the alien language, you do get a start on it, but you would have to take time, like a longer time, trying to make more sense of it. Unless you guys want to take a rest here or do it later on. Yeah, for now. Yeah.
Primarily just giving the computer more to have in its database, so that when I do go to do it, I've got more to work with.
Yeah. Is Verdan doing anything?
If I think back to when I was training for my assassin job, do I have any blank spots there, or do I remember everything?
What do you mean, like blank spots?
Stuff he doesn't fully remember, or is kind of fuzzy.
When you were training? Roll a history check.
Why the fuck did that close? Character sheet? Stop automatically closing? Okay, thank you.
Give me a sec, my map just like screwed over. Let me put you guys to a different map real quick and I'll reload the other map. Because it was like fucking me up. Canvas drawing failed. The heck? Can't see shit on the map.
DM's map is gone. Q crab rave.
That is very weird. Are you guys still on the map? You see yourselves on the map, right?
Yeah. I mean, I can only see myself on the map right now.
No, it went black for me.
Good.
I have no idea what happened.
Foundry died again.
I mean, we don't really need to use this map, actually, if you think about it. It's more roleplay, so I'll fix it in a bit. But 17. As far as is it training in Edison or before?
In Edison, because I'm thinking about my assassin training, not my cybersecurity training.
Okay. Not necessarily. Although you do remember running into Sanderson, the HR person, a few times. Just hi, hello. Or like see them in like a cafeteria somewhere eating by themselves. But for the most part, nothing seems to be out of the ordinary during those days.
Okay.
At some point, Orvin kind of approaches you guys. Alright, ooh, I don't have any supplies here for eating, so
Can I give him a rainbow sprinkled donut?
how long have you had the donuts?
It's kind of old.
Yeah, it's really it's super stale.
I pull out a
Probably really
ration.
stiff now. Well, that works for now, at least. Although I do not want to get holed up here for too long. We'll finish up and I will go back and resurface.
And we will accompany you up to the surface.
One last. Or how many more memories?
It's just
Probably
the one last one.
just the one is what I was focused on.
All right. And he goes back to the device. Hooks himself up. As roll a computer. Who's watching the levels again? Is it Verdan?
Dan or Bovo.
Nah, Bovo's doing the actual jack-in thing.
Okay.
Unless he wants me to do it this time.
I'm okay with doing it.
Okay. Computer use. Oh shit.
Procedural.
Nah. I'll use determined. Neat. 17.
17?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Give me a sec. I don't really know what happened to this map, but I'll just do this. I can't
Map
see your
machine
guys'
broke.
like literally I cannot see your tokens on the map.
I went around the whole map and I could only see my token. I didn't see any of the other ones.
Yeah, like something just totally screwed up this map for me. So like the console has something popped up that tells me there's something awfully bad happened to it. Give me a sec here. Yep, it literally just crapped out on me. So, fuck it, I'll stick with it. I literally do not know what happened to it. Actually, let me reload my Foundry. Maybe it'll fix it.
Okay.
As you, with a 17, yeah, you keep the levels. Fine. Give me a sec, or an emergency text came in. Alright, Bovo, it comes up to him, stepping out of the vehicle, and, as you do, the scene plays out where the other vehicles come in, although it is not the other lords of the Mirror's Dome. These seem to be other of his family, at least. They're Mad Max looking buggies. And the assistant, or his what seems like his girlfriend now, at least, runs up to him and kind of shows him the phone again. Roll a perception check, whoever is watching. Now I'm not loading. What is wrong with
Wow, you
Foundry?
couldn't just roll a fucking... Okay, whatever.
We got a modified 20 and a modified 15.
It like sat on the 20 for a second, and then it was just like, nah, fuck you, and just tilted over to the 14.
Yeah.
What is wrong with Foundry today? Holy shit. Or at least Forge. Like, Forge is just being really dumb right now.
Can you see the rolls?
Yeah, I can see because I have it open and my stream capture for the chat is open.
Okay.
It's just my DM account is getting screwed over. It's very annoying.
I understand that.
20, 15, 12. What you do see is a text message from looks like a group chat now. Just a K from Jackal, and a very essay level rant from Laszlo, detailing that he doesn't really like meeting new people, but fine, if we want to meet up with these new people, it's okay. And very passive aggressive, like couple of rants that are seemingly directed to the person who replied to the message with literally just a fuck off, which was little Susie. This is more information that we need to weed out this trouble for the dome. So let's meet up with them. Essentially, that's what it says. Essentially, little Susie trying to convince them that to meet up with you guys.
Mm-hmm.
So now it works. Let me see if that map is still fucked up though. But as the cell phone gets drawn out, you do see the buggy, or at least the people from the cars, start to unload boxes. A prompt pops out. Inspect cargo, or secure perimeter, start walking.
Let's inspect cargo.
All right. As you approach the cargo, it looks to be boxes, metal. There we go. The map finally fixed itself. Metal boxes. They have biohazard on them, or at least biohazard labels on them. And he kind of nonchalantly opens one with a crowbar, even though there's a biohazard on it, and flips it up open. You do see bags of what looks to be the blue powder, the sought after dust of what they call the catalyst. A lot of them. It's probably at least 30 boxes worth of these. They're like, the boxes are like the size of like a let's say like a microwave.
Right.
And closes them up. Right, shipment should be all inspected. I think that one has them in it. The other one should have. And they told you, right, as he approaches the secretary, they told you that all of these are accounted for, won't get traced to us. And she just kind of nods. Okay, don't, when you're taking selfies, I know you take a lot. Please don't take them in the angle where the others can see it. And she nods. Alright, take them to the usual place. Once the deal is done, we'll unload them back in. And the rest of the gang or crew kind of goes into that one building to the in that map, the top part, kind of like the grocery store or something. I think it was. And yeah, they go in that building. And as he kind of walks up the perimeter, kind of just more towards where Dr. Laszlo was parked, to the street leading to the south of the map. Roll a perception check, all of you.
Oh, that's not good.
He kind of, in the clip, he essentially something falls from like a ledge over in the distance, and his vision immediately darts towards the direction of the sound. As he's running up there, Adam and Verdan, just at the very moment that he comes by where this noise comes from, you guys just manage to see as he essentially turns right into an alleyway where a old trash can essentially is now spilled over from whatever fell off the ledge. You just see all the way at the end of this alley, just kind of running towards the another alley that leads to the left from this alley. Feet, just the back of essentially someone's foot running away, trying to hide. But the clip focuses on him essentially looking up and down from where the thing fell. It was like a cinder block that fell on a trash bin. What do you guys do? Adam, Verdan, you're the only ones who spot this.
I would relay this information to Bovo quietly.
Okay.
And the clip continues. He just kind of slowly backs out from the alley. Probably cats. And he walks back to where they were meeting. Or at least where they were unloading a bunch of the stuff. And his phone rings up, and as he lifts it up, he receives a message from what you recognize now as the profile photo, his augment doctor. Time for your weekly maintenance. And timestamp would be that same day you guys first met him. And the clip ends there.
Now, where did you say you see the running person from? Kind of backing up. Recording.
The alley.
Can I back it up and freeze frame it?
Yeah. It was essentially kind of like a more of a blur, but it does look like a shape of somebody's back of the foot. Looks like dress shoes.
Well, we can't see like the back of their leg or anything like that.
No, it's
like
literally
we're not looking at their back. We're looking at their foot sticking out from when they rounded the corner.
Yeah.
Okay. That's interesting. I'm not sure we'll get anything out of the park scene. All right, Corvin.
That's it. You're done.
So, do you remember running drugs?
Well, you gotta make money.
Yeah.
Some people buy it not for recreational use. People like him kind of nods towards the direction of Verdan. We have a few connections here and there. They use it for whatever reasons. We mostly sell what at least the government here doesn't at least turns a blind eye on.
Uh-huh.
So whatever is, let's say, overstock goes to us. You find anything in that one?
Only someone that got away that was probably watching your operation.
You think they have a... If they're watching the operation, then... The shipment should still be there. You think they have... Do you think they were interested in the shipment?
I don't know. I zoom in the still. I know it's going to be grainy, but zoom in the still to show the foot. It's a dress shoe, or it appears to be.
I mean, a lot
And
of people...
not even
Yes?
not even Berdan's type wears dress shoes.
Well, yeah, what kind of wet work operative wears dress shoes?
That's my point. So, who would be wearing dress shoes in that part of town?
Maybe someone who's just very eccentric, and
I try to see if I've got any, thinking back on the dress wear of the individuals that talked to Adam on Mars.
Yeah, they were wearing suits.
And dress shoes.
They look like NSA looking people.
Yeah.
Think a little differently. I mean, if this was a drug deal happening, wouldn't it make more sense if our armament guy had something to do with it?
What do you mean?
The guy we bought all our black market weapons from and procured our
No, there was no drug deal.
customs from Teslas.
We were stocking up on what we sell in the streets.
Yeah, but he's a connoisseur of sorts. I'm sure he'd be involved somehow.
Yeah, but why would he be watching from the shadows?
I don't know.
That sounds like more. That sounds more like something that a merc or like Jackal would do.
Well, the other... at least Jackal would know of the operation. Susie and Laszlo did not know anything.
Which reminds me, what do you know of Jackal's background?
Used to be a hard hitman. Did pretty well in his job. He was, as of recent, a courier. Delivered multiple different things to different locations in the solar system, at least. That's what I know. He calls this place his base of operations. But he works alone. Or he used to work alone. He's no longer with us.
Yeah. Yeah. How hard would it have been to plant a bomb on his bike?
Very hard, maybe.
Because that's what blew up.
It would have to be someone he trusted.
But he's cooler than me, which means he trusts nobody.
Well, he trusts a few people. He trusted us.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate.
I know that makes me a little suspicious since I'm the only one left alive, but there was no benefit to killing them, even though I hated some of them.
I'm going to assume that either you were doing your own cleanup operation at that moment, or you had just gotten down here afterwards when that happened.
Probably around the same time.
We did get this, and I showed him the text message that we got with the screenshot of the yard. Or like the selfie picture.
I do not remember sending out a message.
Yeah, we got this from your secretary. Or at least from her phone.
I took care of her differently.
Well, somebody has her phone now. So that's fun.
And was in your yard.
Well, I would like to, at least for myself, I would like to go check my shipment. I don't know what the rest of you will do, but
I would like to check my memories, honestly.
Well, as soon as we get out of here, we can check with What's-His-Face to see if our stuff showed up at the hotel, and if they didn't, then I guess we can follow him to check on his shipment, because we got nothing better to do.
Yep.
well, I would like to stay and watch your memories, but if those things, or at least the shipment, gets found by someone else, that would not be good for all of us.
Considering where that was when we got hit and the rest of the what are we gonna call them, governors got hit, the cult probably has it.
I would still like to double check. The reason why I hid it there because it's the last place they would expect me to hide something like that.
Right.
There's a reason why Jackal parks his bike in front of that store too. He makes sure to distract anyone from trying to go in and talk to them before they can go in there.
Now there's a crater there now.
Well, hopefully, if they do have that stuff, they don't know how to apply it the same way the corporate military does. Because then we might have a real problem.
Oh, you mean the problem like we had in the bar at the beginning of this whole debacle?
Not even close. We got lucky that he was a nobody who just straight up injected it like heroin.
If the cult gets their hands on catalyst, they can use it. They can weaponize it. That's at least how the military implements it. I'm not sure what nefarious reasons corporations can use it for. It is a very potent replacement for uranium in nuclear bombs.
I mean, yeah, it's an excellent power source, but it's also an excellent way to make super soldiers, assuming they live through the, well, let's just put it nicely and say it's a procedure.
Yeah, but what he's talking about is not for power source, but for bombs.
Oh, I mean, yeah, bombs, giving people superpowers, making them nigh indestructible.
And if
same thing,
his
different
theme of
it also
control,
ups their aggression, doesn't it?
Control through fear is what he always says, and if you have the greatest deterrent of aggression against you, which is bigger bombs than the other people.
Yeah, but also doesn't the drug increase aggression?
For those who are not compatible with it, yes, but I've heard rumors of people who are able to stave off bad effects of it.
And those would be the ones that succeed the procedure.
And
what if you dump it into the air circulators on a dome?
Then you would probably force everybody to breathe in, and everybody either dies, kills each other, or
there's one thing
the
that
dome just shuts off.
has been bothering me. If this person looks like an elf for the most part, the rumors is the reason why I don't have elves in employ is since we deal with these things. Elves have a tendency to have slightly more desirable benefits from ingesting the catalyst.
That makes sense.
I've heard of instances where they can move things with their mind. Or make fire out of nowhere. But those are stories.
Like I said, powers.
Which, frankly enough, you can do with augments too. Well, moving things with your mind,
but
no.
that's...
I mean, but you can move something from far away if you have extendable arms.
Well, yeah, but that's tech, not manifesting something out of nothing.
So, do you want to check on your shipment now, or do we have time to delve in some memories?
I will go ahead. Feel free to contact me once you figure out how to send messages. Maybe when you go out, that's when you can do so. But anything from here does not work, I guess. I've tried sending messages from here.
Favor?
Yes?
Can you document the time when you get out?
Alright, good idea.
Also, another favor. Can you tell us how to leave so we don't have to waste a bunch of time looking for an exit?
You just walk out.
Oh, well, that is very convenient.
You see those two doors that led into what looked like storage?
Yeah, one's an enter, one's an exit.
Once you can use either. You just go in and think that you want to cross, and for some reason lets you cross.
Okay.
Might ever matter.
If that's how you put it, yes.
If you don't mind, it don't matter.
Kinda chuckles a little bit. Well, don't destroy this place. It'll only lead to anything. He kind of leaves as he passes you by, Adam. He gives you a nod.
I'll give him a nod back.
Everybody roll a perception check.
Fuck it, I'm proceduraling that. I'm not sitting with a 3. Yeah, that's what I thought, game.
As you hear the door close, not even like, probably like a second later, you hear pounding on the door. The first one to hear it would be you're closest, even though you rolled highest, Verdan. Probably both of you and Adam would hear it. As you're in the other room, you would hear the banging, and Verdan, you would hear it too as well. I mean, all of you would hear it right away, actually. So all of you rolled high enough. Banging on one of the doors. What do you guys do? Seems like somebody is trying to get it to open, but can't. You hear the doorknob furiously twist and banging, and muffled sounds of somebody who seems hurt.
No, the weapon's out. Somebody open the door.
Yeah. I mean, I'll open the door with my shotgun in my hand.
Actually, since the map is activated. This is...
I don't have any tokens on this map.
Door, right?
No, the door all the way at the one he shut.
Oh, the closet.
Where he exited, Adam. So I'll bring you over there. Actually, oh wait, your token should be here, Bovo. It's not?
It's not. No, here. Let's see if that does it.
Yep, there's 2 of you now, but I'll delete the other one.
Oh, sorry.
No, don't worry. This wakes up Baroque, actually. This is the door. Do you open it, Adam?
Yeah. I mean, it was, yeah, I'll open it.
I'm basically where I am. Here. With it aimed there. I don't remember how to change my direction.
Shift and then click and hold on your token.
Okay.
All right, you can go up to the door and open it.
Gun holstered.
The
not
the
holstered,
knocking
shouldered.
gets progressively weaker, and you hear a voice from the other side. Open the door.
I mean, yeah, I opened the door.
Yeah.
Wouldn't this be funny if just like an old man version of him just
Go
crawled
ahead.
out of the closet and he just fell to dust?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Sorry, I probably shouldn't have said that. I have a very messed up sense of humor.
Oh, you
I
can't
mean,
reach it.
I can't click on anything. I can't click on anything to open.
Oh, you can't
Like,
see the
there's
door
nothing
now.
for me to click.
Press E. Usually E will work with it.
No door was found within my reach.
Oh, that's weird.
I don't even see his token over by that door.
As you open it, you do see Orvin, badly burnt. One of his mechanical arms is missing, and he is bloodied up, bruised, battered, and he kind of, as you open the door, the reason why I see him right away is he was slumped on against the door. And as you open it, he just kind of flops next to you. He's still alive, although he is very badly hurt.
Let's get him in a bed, I guess.
He was literally gone for less than a second. How did he manage to fuck himself up that badly? I mean, talk about incompetence. No, I'm kidding. But seriously, though, we should probably help him before he dies.
Yeah, let's take him to one of these. I guess it's a medical bay over here.
Okay. As you,
Are the lights off?
they're on. Are they off for you?
Yeah,
That is
In
really
the
what is
outside rooms,
happening
yeah.
to.
I'm seeing grayscale, and it's only in a certain radius. So I'm assuming that means lights are off.
How about now?
There's lights in this room for me, but there's none in this one.
There's no lights at all for me.
Yeah, Foundry is just being very weird today. It's like it's just annoying.
But I don't even see Verdan or Adam.
Yeah, I
right
literally turned off lighting, but so all the map should be colored for you now, guys, and it's still.
now. Still doing
Alright,
the
I
thing.
can still see fine.
All right, let's try something.
Oh,
Yeah. Hopefully they get to fix this. All right. As you lay him on the medical table, you do notice there are a few points in his body where the blood is gushing out.
I'd use one of my repair kits, but they're only for iron walkers.
He is now
Okay,
coughing
I'll
out
do
blood.
Someone want to do a medicine check?
Half of his body
Well-
is burnt as well. Seems like it's fresh too. Maybe he got burnt at the incinerator, something like that.
That's what my first thought was.
yeah, but he was literally
we turn
gone
that
for
off?
half a second. Well, that, but he was not gone long enough for him to go all the way up to the incinerator. Do you remember how long that ladder was? There's no way
No.
you climbed all the way up that ladder, got burned by the incinerator, slid all the way back down, came back into this room just to almost die. That makes no sense. Unless it just teleported him into the incinerator because karma's a bitch, like he was saying.
As he's coughing out blood, he kind of the mechanical arm that is still intact. It's heavily damaged too, but he kind of flips the arm portion and it folds back out, and his phone is bloodied, kind of ejects out of it. It's badly damaged. The screen is cracked, although as he his arm twitches to try to point at the phone to tap it, his arm kind of limps over and he passes out from his injuries.
Well, sick.
What do you guys want to do?
Well, did he drop the phone near me? Or
It's on the
above?
medical table. or in the bed, or whatever this thing is.
Okay. I'll just take the phone then and press a button to see if the home screen comes up
Yeah,
or if the
it's
phone's
just cracked,
gone.
but you do see.
Oh, okay.
You do see a what seems to be a screenshot of his phone home menu. The hours are ahead of all of you. Probably by 12 or so. Half a day.
12 hours. Okay, well, that would explain
There we go.
a lot. Apparently, he's been gone for 12 hours. And in that 12 hours, he managed to almost get himself killed. So, that's
So this
fun.
could be some kind of temporal chamber that we're in?
So I was wondering if this was outside of the timeline.
Well, it seems that way. Or at least time is very slow in here.
Well, let's see if we can get him stable. And then I'd like to... He can get mad at me later for it.
Roll a medicine
I'd like
check.
Pain.
You get him stable. You just need over 10 to essentially get someone stable.
I want to take his phone and I want to plug it into a computer and basically pull copies of everything that's on it.
Mm-hmm.
He can get mad at me later for this. And then I start checking, when in doing that, I'm looking for anything from the past 12 hours
All right, Adam.
in the phone.
Actually, everybody roll a perception check.
Bro, why does it just like throw my dice into a corner? Like, whoever throws these virtual dice is mad.
Yours went into the middle for me.
Yeah, it's random
Every
for
time
everyone.
I roll
I
my
think.
dice, it just gets violently thrown towards a corner.
The dice rolling thing's a little bit smoother now, huh? Back then it was like super laggy. Is it like laggy for you,
Yeah.
Adam?
No, it's fine for me now.
Yeah, they optimized it.
I mean,
really.
there's like a little bit of a delay,
Mhm.
but
Yeah, there's a delay
it's all fine.
to simulate dropping the dice, but it's smoother now. It used to like lag up everybody's screens.
Yeah.
Verdan, since you rolled the highest again, and Bovo, you would probably hear a scream coming from not necessarily like a high-pitched scream, but more of like somebody who just woke up from a nightmare kind of scream, over towards one of the random Joes that were attached to one of these devices, as you hear tubes aggressively being pulled out. Adam, you would hear this too as well later on, as you would remember the direction of the sound coming from is where Sarah was attached to. What do you guys do?
Then I will rush over to her.
So it's on the far side.
As you do, you see her screaming, muffled a little bit, as the tube from her essentially connected through her mouth, she's still pulling out, and the look of horror on her face as she stares at you for a bit with a look of recognition, and her eyes just dart everywhere as she's not familiar with where she is. That is where we'll end our session for tonight. It is actually 8:10, and hopefully next week we can get everybody here. But yeah, that was it for tonight.
Yep, that was fun.
Hey.
Going over people's past memories. Okay. I like the part where you almost got his name, but
I just had to roll like 2 higher than you.
anyways, thanks guys. Sorry
this was fun.
for the technical difficulties earlier, but
All good.
hopefully next week
Yeah,
everything is smoother than today.
Right.
Yeah.
You can only
Yeah,
hope.
hopefully.
Probably it will be, because I think the reason why it was like super laggy, because not every module is updated to the new version of Foundry yet.
Right.
So everybody that has a module for this thing, please get off your ass and work for us, please. Thank you. We appreciate you for making the mods, but please don't suck. Anyways, guys, thank you. Have a good night. Have a good night's rest.
Good night.
And see you guys throughout the weekend
out.
next week. Bye-bye.
Yep.
Yeah, hopefully we can actually get 2 sessions in a row. That'd be cool.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bye, y'all.